Welcome back. My name is Iyiola Omotayo Clinton, and in this video, we're going to talk about XAMPP features. XAMPP features. We installed XAMPP in the previous video. Now we want to talk about. We want to show ourselves the features of XAMPP control panel. We shall be starting the Apache and MySQL services, the localhost features, the XAMPP directories, and PHPMYADMIN. We start with XAMPP control panel. Remember when we installed XAMPP the other time, it was installed inside of the local disk, and a folder was created during installation called XAMPP. Double click and you have every file and folder needed to help us develop web application from the scratch. And if you scroll, you will see a number of folders. We have Anonymous, Apache. This is a driving force for this particular project. We have Filezilla. This meant for file transfer, FTP, file transfer protocol, and that uses port 21. The htdocs. This is where we are going to save or store our web files. Projects will be saved inside of the htdocs. We also have another important one is MySQL. This is where we have our data, MySQL data stored. Why we create the MySQL databases and the tables, they are going to be stored somewhere around here. That's inside of the data. Okay, and that's about MySQL. We have the PHP itself. We have the PHPMYADMIN. We shall be talking about those ones later. We want to start our XAMPP, and we can't do that without the control panel. So we have to double click on XAMPP control. When you double click on XAMPP control, you have something like this, and you are to actually start your Apache and MySQL, but the focus for this time is to talk about the features of the XAMPP control panel. This is a control panel compiled in March 7, 2019, and this is the latest version of XAMPP. And you need to understand also that we have all the services, all the modules here: Apache, MySQL, Filezilla, Mercury, Tomcat, but we are only going to talk about Apache and MySQL. Then these buttons are meant for you to click in order to start these two services. You click them one after the other. Also, we have some other configuration buttons there, but I will just advise you not to touch them for now. So we also need to start the Apache and MySQL. How do you start the two modules? You click on the start button here. When you click on the start, we have the responses from here. This is 80 and 443. 80 is the default port for HTTP, that's Hypertext Transfer Protocol. While 443, if I can still correctly get that, is a default port for HTTPS, that's Hypertext Transfer Protocol security. Also, we have the MySQL. This Apache is going to help us in driving all our PHP enabled files, and MySQL is our selected database, and this is the database that we shall be using for our web application development. So, and I've started both of them, and typically they are expected to respond, and this is the default port for MySQL 3306. Okay, now we need to also start check the localhost features. Now, when you start Apache and MySQL, you can actually access the localhost. How do we access that? Okay, we go to our browser. So I launch my Mozilla Firefox in order to actually see what this is all about. So over here, I'm going to type localhost and the enter key. Yes, you can see the features of the localhost. We have the Apache and friends. This leads you to probably online. We have the applications, FAQ, how-to guides, PHP info, PHPMYADMIN, and the rest. And we have some documentations here. XAMPP is this is a cross session, cross platform. That Apache, that's the PHP here, the database here, and the Perl over there. So you might want to go through all this. It's not that necessary for this video. And then this is the local host of our XAMPP. And the next is PHPMyAdmin. PHPMyAdmin. To access PHPMyAdmin, you click on this, and once you click on that, it takes you to the graphical platform where you can manage your database. That's my SQL database. Okay, in the next video we are going to talk about briefly talk about MySQL and how we can create a table graphically inside of the database. My name is Iyiola Omotayo. Thank you for watching. You can as well contact me on my website omotayoiyiola.com.ng, facebook.com/omotayo. Next video we shall be addressing creation of database and tables.